This just in, the SEC charges HEX founder Richard Hart for supposedly misappropriating funds. Welcome back to the Blockhouse Podcast channel. Let's talk crypto. Make sure to check out our sponsor, BENFT. They are revolutionizing education through DeFi methods coupled with artificial intelligence. They are fantastic, really changing what education looks like and how you can learn. Make sure to check out all the links for BENFT in this description below, or go to bnft.solutions. Also, make sure to check out our Patreon. We do chart analysis for the price of 2 cups of coffee a month before it even goes out on YouTube. So check it out there if you want to learn more about the crypto market. All right. Gotta love that coffee. So the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission is at it again. They've sued HEX and founder Richard Schuler, aka Richard Hart. The SEC charged them for misappropriating millions of dollars in investor funds from unregistered cryptocurrency assets. According to the filing, the SEC claims that HEX is a security and unlawfully raised more than $1 billion through offerings. This is never ending by the SEC. Hart is also the founder of Pulse Chain and Pulse X, which was launched on May 15th of 2023. The founder has asked investors to sacrifice their cryptocurrencies in exchange for PLS and PLSX tokens. The lawsuit alleges that Hart attempted to evade securities laws by calling on investors to sacrifice instead of invest their cryptocurrency assets to receive PLS and PLSX tokens. The SEC lawsuit alleges that Hart defrauded investors by doing this, using the word sacrificed. The complaints stress that a legal framework must be held against Hart, making him accountable for his actions. It's one word. Goodness. They will go after you for anything these days, I swear. One word on his Twitter, now X. Hart called on investors to buy crypto asset securities and offerings that he failed to register. He then defrauded those investors by spending some of their crypto assets on exorbitant luxury goods. This action seeks to protect the investing public and hold Hart accountable for his actions. I don't know. After the lawsuit became public, both HEX and Pulse Chain nosedived double digits in the indices, while HEX plummeted 26%, Pulse Chain crashed nearly 40% an hour after the charges were filed. HEX is already down nearly 98.7% from its all-time high of 51 cents, which it reached in September of 2021. Goodness, look at that. PLS is also down close to 79% from its all-time high. Pulse Chain hovering around blank, and has more chances of heading south due to the lawsuit. All right, so this is something that's developing. We'll get more information on it as it comes out. Personally, I don't really follow HEX. I don't really follow Richard Hart, so I can't tell you if this guy is trying to defraud people. All right. I don't know if having said to sacrifice instead of invest their crypto to buy PLS and PLSX tokens constitutes him evading securities laws and defrauding people. I mean, I see shit on Twitter all the time about pump and dumps and investing, and just because he's the head of HEX, they take this word out of context. Maybe it does mean invest when he says sacrifice, but is that really breaking the law? Is he really doing something wrong? That's something I don't know. That is a much bigger thing that needs to be discussed. I think that the SEC is full of shit. Honestly, I do. And I think they're pissed and they're acting like little whiny girls that they didn't beat Ripple. And that precedent will carry over to a lot of things, maybe even HEX, who knows? Now, they could win against HEX if it was institutional money or institutionally handed out. I don't know how they did it. But I don't know. This is, it's just frustrating to see because it's like, come on, man. Again? Really, Gary? Fucking Gary, man. So all we can do is wait and see how this kind of shapes up. I don't think this is something that's going to negatively affect the market. I think we're inundated with it at this point. I don't think the market cares. I think obviously HEX holders care, but I don't think the crypto market cares necessarily. We also saw that the SEC apparently told Coinbase that they should delist everything other than Bitcoin right before they sued Coinbase. Everything. That even goes against what Hinman said about Ethereum. Like, the SEC has no standard for what a security is. At one turn of the corner, it's some things may or may not. At another turn of the corner, it's everything other than Bitcoin. At another turn of the corner, it's only a select listed amount of assets, digital assets, that they have put out on their bulletin. So what does the SEC want? Are they trying to regulate, or are they trying to control the industry? In my opinion, this is a reckoning for the SEC. This is a point where it is squirming for relevancy and is falling apart because they keep doing it again and again. What is that going to lead to? Now that Annalisa Torres ruled on the Ripple SEC case, that is going to affect a lot of cases. And you're battling Binance, you're battling Coinbase, you're battling entities that have a lot of power and money at their disposal, directed at taking down the SEC at this point. I'll tell you what, I don't know. I can't speak for HEX. I can't speak for Richard Hart. Maybe he's a bad dude. Maybe he's a good dude. Maybe he's trying to pump HEX. Maybe he's trying to promote HEX. I don't know. All I do know is that this is just another nail in the coffin here for where the SEC is going. And Gary Gensler is going to get fired very, very soon. Reform is coming. All right. Make sure to comment your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think about HEX and Richard Hart. Again, I don't know a whole lot about HEX. It's not something I followed, nor Richard. Richard Hart, Dick Hart, Hart Dick. If we're going to make fun of him, I don't think we should do that. Comment your thoughts down below. Like the video. Share with someone that also might be interested in what's going on here. It is quite fascinating that the SEC continues this. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you have, thank you so much. You guys are the best. We'll keep you informed if any more developments come in regards to this and how this plays out, and if this really has a big effect on the crypto market in the long term. All right, guys. Talk to you soon. Cheers.